My name is Dr. Kimberly Woods with Mystical Awakenings, and today's topic is working with angels. So, the angelic realm is very organized. They have generals, they have uh, angels under the generals, they have particular jobs that they do, they have angels that are over marriages. They have angels that are over working with the earth. They have angels that have to do with just organization. They have angels over everything, in charge of everything. When you call upon an angel, like I'm calling upon Archangel Raphael, it's actually the house of Raphael, because there are many angels that work under Archangel Raphael that go by Raphael, that when you call upon Archangel Raphael, you could be sent anyone from the house of Raphael. So this art organization helps them or allows them to structure things so that we can work with them more efficiently. So a little bit about angels. Angels do not automatically step in and help. So people will say they feel angels around them or angels are working with them. Great. But angels are waiting for us to ask for help in a very specific manner, which means you need to call upon and ask for that help. Okay, so if you need direction with regards to your job or something to apply for, then specifically ask for the archangels that are overseeing work or jobs, and specifically ask for the help that you want. Okay, so don't just assume that they can read your mind, that they know what you want. You need to be clear. You need to be super clear. Like sometimes when I'm working with people, they'll say, well, do I want this? And they'll say, I don't know, do you want that? They're waiting for you to know and to ask very specifically. Always ask, is it in your highest and best good? Is it in the highest and best good of others, the highest best good of the planet? These are good things to ask for, but be specific. So specifically, am I looking for um, the job that is going to help me to fulfill my life's purpose, right? So be specific. So not just any job, because, maybe it's a newspaper route, but that's not what you're looking for. When you call them in, you're going to call them in and call them to come to you. Do it with power and authority. Now, remember, we're above the angels, but we're not above the angels arrogantly. In terms of the hierarchy, they are meant to work with us to help us in service, but their service is not, you are my lowly servant. So we're not bossing them around. We're treating them with respect. We are in relationship with them, but you are also remembering that you are God. You are in your godhood. You are in your divinity, and you're calling upon them with that authority. So let's say you're calling upon angels, or angels want to work with you and they're trying to get your attention. Hey, work with us. There are ways that they can do that. So there are many signs that angels are around. So one of them is smells. So oftentimes Archangel, they're the four cardinal angels, Archangel Michael, who represents the south and fire. He is typically associated with the smells of rosemary or oftentimes fresh baked bread. So if you're smelling that smell, it may be that Archangel Michael is around. And you can say, oh, I wonder why Archangel Michael is here, right? Fire is oftentimes associated with cutting off or cutting away that which is not needed. It's associated with transformation and transmutation. Maybe you're going through that in your own life. He's also the one who oftentimes is holding the sword, but we're thinking of it as a sword of protection, but oftentimes a sword that's cutting away the unwanted. There's Archangel Raphael, who is associated with the east, with air, with healing. His smell is typically, and not always, but eucalyptus or rose. People oftentimes will say they came into a room, it had no flowers in it, and they could smell roses. They were smelling the presence of Archangel Raphael. Archangel Haniel, connected with the north and earth, often has the smell of patchouli. and Archangel Gabriel connected with the south. He is also a general and organizes the angels. Archangel Raphael is oftentimes connected with lavender. So these are smells that are oftentimes connected with archangels and will help you to know that they're around. Now, there are also numbers that are connected with angels. I like to go to Sacred Scribes angel numbers, and it will tell you about the meaning of every single number, 1 digit, 2, 3, 4, as many as you want. But like the digits 111, like the number one is something in particular, and when it's reinforced over and over, it could be 111, a message from your angels to be aware that your persistent thoughts and ideas are manifesting really quickly right now. And so really pay attention to what you're thinking about. So if you're thinking negative thoughts, that's going to be what you manifest. But if you're thinking creative thoughts and abundant thoughts and love thoughts and joy thoughts, that's going to be what's manifested. It also signifies that there's a gateway that's opened up for you right now, and that your thoughts will turn into reality. 222, for example, is a message of faith and trust from your angels, and to remember that nothing's happening by chance and everything's happening for a reason. 333 is connected to the Ascended Masters and saying that they are near you and they're responding to your prayers and they're trying to assist you and help you with your life purpose and soul mission. So they're encouraging you to be creative and communicative about using your natural abilities and talents. So those are just examples of numbers. But there are other symbols that angels are around and working with you. So, for example, shapes in the cloud, shapes in the form of a dragon, or shapes in the form of something else. They could also be soap bubble shapes and soap bubble shapes and tea leaves, shapes and geometric patterns. Animals are oftentimes a way that archangels communicate. Each animal is like a totem and they have certain meanings that they're trying to communicate with you. Butterflies and dragonflies, oftentimes representing a transformation and new birth. Ringing in your ears. This is one of the ways they communicate with me, is they start ringing in my ears. Different pitches and different vibrations mean different things. And I know that now it's time for me to communicate with angels at the moment. Rainbows, sudden chills, these are ways that angels can communicate with you. They can also communicate through dreams, flashes of light, feathers, right? White feathers oftentimes representing protection. So all of this would be ways that angels are trying to communicate with you and working with them in a way that helps you to live your life's purpose, move forward in that purpose, to get clarity or direction. They're there. They want to work with us. So start to pay attention and be aware of how they might be working with you. And when you're asking, call upon them to come in with your authority, understanding in a respectful way so that they can help guide you. My name is Dr. Kimberly Woods with Mystical Awakenings. Have a good day and evening.